Don't touch anything in here. All of it is priceless.
Don't
Behave
touch
yourself.
anything in here.
This is the chance to touch.
Good. You're here. Welcome. I'm your grand champion. You're doing well. The fans love you. I love you. You're making this arena a lot of money. But you put me in a bit of a fix. There have been some fairly well-to-do people betting against your success in the gambling den. Now, some very important clients of mine are staring down a mountain of debt, and I want you to help us fix this. My father was the mortal champion who took the arena from the Fae all those years ago. The arena's been in the family ever since, and we've made it the Jewel of Datir. Or rather, I have. I generate more revenue from this operation in a month than a ruffian like you makes in a year. He was the first mortal champion of Valor. I defeated him in battle for the title. If it were up to me, I would have spared the old man's life. But Valor fights are to the death, and I dare say the arena has become a better place under my leadership. Looking to glean some information about your competition? There isn't much to tell. I'm a rich man, but simple, and I've worked hard for it. My father was the champion until I killed him for the title. Regrettable, but look at what I've built from the ashes of his arena. I want you to fight a match alone. Advertising that handicap will generate bets against your success. You'll win, of course, and I'll win my money back. Make no mistake, it'll be an easy match. I'll make sure of that. I just need you to tell Jakin you'll agree to the match. You do this for me, and I'll pay you double for the fight, and bring you onto my team. No more scrapping with Vigor and his goons. Watch your tongue, warrior. Believe me, I'm an enemy you don't want to make in this place. I'll let your opponents know you're thinking on it. If you want to continue to fight in this tournament, you will represent the Crows alone against Mad Dog and his mad men. Indeed we are. You should head back up to Jakin. You have a match coming up.
Hail, warrior. He says he wants you to fight alone in the next match, right? Ha! Magnus wants you dead. What did he offer you? Money? A spot on the Lords of Valor? Both? Ha! There hasn't been a change to the Lords of Valor lineup since he brought them in. It's just a ruse. He wants you dead. With the way you fight, he figures he needs every advantage he can get. I'd wager he's going to bet against you. Again. It's just a ruse.
Are you ready for another match, Gladiator? Gladiator, just in time. Your next match just came in, and you're fighting alone. Yes, you're fighting individually against Mad Dog and the Madman. It'll be tough to fight without your teammates, but you've pulled yourself out of rough situations before. He's a stone-cold veteran named Mad Dog and his Madmen. They like to get up close and personal with their attacks, so get ready for a physical fight. They like to get up close and personal. Head down to the pit when you're ready. Good luck again, warrior. I hope you know what you're doing. Good. Then head down to the pit when you're ready. I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Your time is up. We are going to... I'll break your face!
Your win streak ends today, Gladiator. You're dead. You understand? Dead. I'm going to gut you and choke you to death with your own giblets. I don't speak to my enemies. I destroy them. There isn't a better place to fight, if it's a fight you're looking for. All manner of man and beast are ready to sate your bloodthirst. You're either crazy or stupid to fight an entire team. And the madmen are the best of them all. As far as I'm concerned, the only deal you've made is one where I get to stab you in the face. There won't be enough left of you to fit in a tinderbox once we're done with you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Valor Arena. We have a special treat for you in this next match of the tournament. At the champion's request, the leader of the Crows has agreed to fight the Madmen alone. Let's see if the most promising gladiator to date can defeat one of the arena's veteran teams. you have it, folks. It would appear the Crows have a formidable leader. Speak to Jakin for your reward, gladiator.
Greetings, Wanderer. I'd be surprised if anyone was betting against you at this point. You just chewed up 3 veterans like so much cud. Here's your share of the fight money. The champ sends his regards along with the coin. He says he wants to see you again. I think he likes you. Also, Jokul sent these greaves your way. I guess he's been right with you since the beginning. Head to Champion's Manor in the market. Good luck out there, gladiator.
Looks like I bet correctly. That was a well-fought match, warrior.
Greetings, Wanderer.
Don't touch anything in here. All of it is priceless. That match certainly did not end like I had intended it to. I'll admit that I underestimated your abilities. I had intended for you to die in there. In this place, subterfuge is the name of the game. I'm surprised you walked so willingly into my trap. Or did you? Then you know to trust no one. Especially not that pustule Jokul. I hope there's no bad blood between us after this. No harm, no foul, yes? You've deepened the debt of my friends, but perhaps you've assuaged their anger with your magnificent performance. Now get out of my house. It's time for my tea. Try not to touch anything. Most of my furniture is antique. You couldn't hope to pay for any of it with the prize money from matches.
ready for another match? Your next opponents are Holden Lafayette and the Vipers, a team with eclectic strengths. Holden's team has fighters from almost every discipline of combat. Expect both ranged and up-close fighters. Are you ready for the match? Good. Head on down. Stock up on supplies or equipment in the market if you need to. It only gets tougher from here. Good luck. Your opponents are the Vipers, a team with fighters trained from many disciplines. Be prepared to face archers, blade masters, and magic. You can head down to the pit when you're ready to begin. The Vipers employ several disciplines of combat. Be prepared to... Good luck out there, gladiator.
I'll have your back out there.
Prepare yourself.
Holden Lafayette, at your service. The champion says you're a vicious fighter. I expected you'd be taller. You must have the champ worried. He paid my team twice the going rate to accept this match. They say you're unbeatable. We'll see about that. Look, I'd rather we not get overly familiar, seeing as I'm about to cut your legs off and feed them to you. No offense. You seem likable enough. Have you ever fought a war that never ended? Valor Arena is very nearly that. Every day brings a new fight, and the previous day, along with the fallen gladiators, are all but forgotten. It may sound like boasting, but we are the best team in the arena. We didn't come this far to lose to you. See you out there.
We didn't make it this far.
Still. This next fight's going to be easy. Booze. Fire. Those Vipers won't know what hit them. But it'll be me. He's not the most interesting conversationalist. Sounds like he's been sober all his life. Be careful out there.
The Vipers aren't strong at any one thing. Instead, their leader assembled fighters of different disciplines to work together. The champ's probably glad we're matched with Holden. The Vipers were the favorite to win in the early rounds. Think quick out there, and keep moving!
Don't underestimate the Vipers. They don't specialize in a particular style, but their members come from multiple combat disciplines. He told me he came here to make a name for himself and get some combat experience before joining the Warsworn. He's hardly ready for that. Of course, lead on. The Vipers are a new team, but effective. Holden, their leader, employs a broad range of skills and he recruits fighters from every discipline. They're like us, but with more members. The Viper recruits fighters from every discipline of combat. The strength of one fighter covers the weakness of another. They're like us, but with more members. Think we've started a trend. He's a veteran, one of the few left in the arena. Holden's among the best, and not afraid to try unconventional lineups. There will be no mercy out there. Give no quarter.
The Vipers aren't strong at any one thing. Mastering my dagger work, living between bounties and braving life and death. Killing people. It all sounded like a dream to me. Until I tried it. They lack a specialty. Just a bunch of fighters from different disciplines. Vigor seems to think there'll be a tough fight. Tougher than usual, I mean. Think quick out there, and keep moving!
But it'll be me! They say the Vipers are formidable. They've been climbing the ranks almost as well as we have. From the looks of them, their strength is in diversity. They have an archer, a sorcerer, a swordsman, a daggermaster, and a spearman. It's going to be tough to find a weakness in a well-rounded team like that. Be careful out there. Don't hesitate out there, it'll get you killed.
I'm exactly as old. Here we go again, folks. Today's match pits the Crows against Holden, Lafayette and his Vipers. Let's see how the Crows deal with the Vipers' eclectic lineup. What in the world? Where did those sorcerers come from? Heads up, Crows. You've got trouble. That's going to do it, folks. Looks like variety and surprise sorcerers did not a winning strategy make. The Crows are victorious once again. A will to succeed can be as effective as skill in the arena. Our opponents clearly lacked it. I'll have your back out. He's panicked. Magnus, I mean. Blatant interference. It's unheard of. And if that idiot isn't careful, he's going to take the arena down with him. I've heard half of the bets are off with that stunt. I'll leave it to you, then.
Oh, I hate magic. Where did those sorcerers come from? That was magic, wasn't it? Be careful out there.
Where did those sorcerers come from? I got half a mind to march upstairs and explode Jacob from the inside. But something tells me it's not his doing, though. Don't hesitate out there, it'll get you.
Hey, ease off the grim look, okay? I'm not the one who let those sorcerers into the fight. They came in with a contingent of the Valor Guards. Don't know what's harder to believe, that you just won 2 back-to-back matches, or that the champion had jeopardized the arena's integrity just so you'd lose. Who knows how many bets the gambling den has to throw out after that interruption? What a mess! What in blazes is Magnus thinking? Thanks, that's a relief. Here's your money, and Jokel left you these. You got a moment before your next match. Take a rest. It won't be for a moment yet. Magnus was hoping you could meet him behind the stairs in the market. He stressed that it is imperative you be there. Head to the market, to the arena behind the stairs. The champ mentioned he wanted to see you again. The champ wanted to see you again, Gladiator. He mentioned you should meet him behind the stairs in the market. Where have you been, Gladiator? Can't wait to see it.
Well, hello there. Are you... You're suffering from anything, warrior?
The champion's not here, Gladiator. And if his plan worked, your friends are in a worse condition than you're about to be. He should be forcing them into the arena at spear point as we speak. Well, you might have a point there. I've seen you kill a small army's worth of people since this tournament began. I'll risk Magnus's ire. I doubt the champion will last long with you as an opponent, anyhow.
Armor and weapons may fail you.
Gladiator, where have you been? The champion has your entire team down in the arena. He's forced them into a match, and he's got trolls in there with him. I had someone steal a look at Agni's books. Guess who just dropped a wager against the Crows to the tune of 100,000 gold pieces? Your friend and mine, Tyr Magnus. While you were out gallivanting, Magnus went down into the pit with a squad of guards and forced your team to enter the arena. Well, the champion's money runs the gambling den, so no. If someone were to, I don't know, help the Crows win that match in there, perhaps by killing Magnus, we could change that. You better hurry down there now if you want to have a team at all. Gladiator.
Where have you been, Gladiator? Your team's next match has already begun. The champ forced your team into the arena so quickly that we didn't even have time to get an audience. Hurry! The Crows are fighting for their lives down in the arena. The champion's thrown them in there with several trolls. I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
Well, hello there. This is as far as you go. You've caused a lot of trouble for Magnus, friend. Force us. You're out of your league, Gladiator. You should never have come back to the arena. Prepare yourself.
Here comes the leader of the Crows, ladies and gentlemen. Arriving fashionably late, it appears. Will she be enough to turn the tide against the vicious trolls? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the survivors of that terrifying exhibition, the Crows. What can the champion possibly muster to throw against them in the next match? Remain in your seats, Valor fans. The championship match is coming up next. You never fail to amaze me, Gladiator. The entirety of the arena couldn't have done what you just did.
I don't mean to be crass, but we could have handled ourselves. Even trolls wilt away at the sight of my flame when I've been drinking.
Oh, I can't believe we survived! Thank you, friend.
Have your back out there. Much obliged for the rescue, warrior. I knew the champion would try something, especially this close to the final match of the tournament. Luckily for us, you always seem to be there to foil him. If it weren't for you, this old man would probably be dead. I'll leave it to you, then.
You saved us! Without you out there, we'd be dead! Think quick out there, and keep
You handle yourself pretty well out there, but I noticed you flinch when struck like it causes pain. I thought you were tougher than that. You should try some deter ale. You'll lose feeling in your face with the first mouthful. Drink some more and nothing hurts. Nothing will ever hurt you again. Don't hesitate out there, it'll get you killed.
Gladiator. Magnus threw everything but the sun and the moon at you, and you still made it through. You've amazed and delighted us once again. No team of crows has ever come close to your success. Here's your share of the prize, Gladiator. You've done it! You're in the final match! Make your preparations! There's a glad to him. These fight. This is it, Gladiator. You win this one, and the Crows become tournament champions. Head down to the pit when you're ready. This is it, Gladiator. Head down to the pit when you're ready. I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
Greetings, Gladiator. Gladiator. Hope you're ready to...
This is the end of the line for you, Gladiator.
If you're a gambler, I'm your best bet. If you're a gladiator, I'll gut you. You were dead the moment you signed up. The Fate Weaver told us so. You don't have a chance. You're standing in it. We're the best team that ever was, that ever will be. Don't expect mercy, if not to spare you.
Edgard Bastian. Charmed. Always happy to meet a fan. Ah, you're a gladiator. Here to observe the competition, eh? You're certainly straightforward about it. I've been at Magnus's side since he started running these tournaments, and we haven't lost a single one yet. It is truly the Jewel of Detir, a place of opportunity where even the least fortunate can make a new life for themselves, as long as they have the skill. Even a few coins for wager can do wonders here. I've seen many who are now well-to-do rise out of the hole of utter poverty by way of the gamble. We offer many things here, warrior. If all you see is violence and spectacle, you're not looking deep enough. We're the team to beat. We've been tournament champions for years now. We don't plan to relinquish our title anytime soon.
My magic will destroy you. I'm a mage. I don't have some grand arena strategy to hide. My magic will tear my opponents apart, whether they know about it or not. My magic's not like that of those academics at the Scholia Arcana. We use the same tools, but our philosophies differ. I don't question why a conjured flame burns more than the soldier ponders the workings of a sword. I am warrior born. Flames are my blade, frost my shield. The House of Valor is as grand as the quality of its best fighters, and people travel from as far away as Dalentarth to watch the matches. We've been the reigning tournament champions for the last 9 years straight. We're not going to lose any time soon. What chance do you think you have? You must fight with a handicap, and we've got thrice your experience. Make peace with your gods. You won't have...
By all the stars in the sky, warrior. Why are you so impossible to kill? I can't remember the last time a gladiator became such a thorn in my side. They all bend to my will eventually, or die. But you remain ever so persistent. Before my friends flay the skin from your bones, is there anything you want to say? Plead? Beg for your life? Yeah. All in good time. Why rush to your end when you've spent all this time scrambling to escape the jowls of death? Think of us as your executioners. My team is the best paid, best trained, and best armed in all of the arena. I don't know how you managed to get past them, but if they're still walking, I'll make sure that's rectified soon. And the same goes for you. You won't take it from me. You won't! Valor Arena is more than a battleground. It's a family estate. Do you hear me? The House of Valor is not yours to win. The leader of the winning team in this next match is crowned Champion of Valor. I've retained the championship for 9 tournaments straight. What chance do you think you could possibly have? You've played this game well, Gladiator. Always win in the end.
Are you ready for this? Winning this match will make us tournament champions. It won't be easy. The Lords are the best trained team we'll ever face. The champions team is perhaps the best trained in the arena. And obviously they've never lost. I'll leave it to you then.
I can't believe we made it to the finals. And neither can the champ, I'll bet. I heard he hired the best in Amalur to face us in this last match. Magnus is sure to throw a little bit of everything at us. The Lords have us outnumbered, and who knows what kind of gear the champions afforded them. It's not the first time, but I'm a tad worried. Think quick out there, and keep moving!
The next match is for the title. It's about time. The champions hired all kinds of fighters to face us. Be ready for anything. We've fought the likes of them before. They're just better paid than the rest. Don't hesitate now. We've got the champion right where we want him. I really have had quite a bit to drink. They don't stand a chance. The Lords of Valor are a well-trained combination of warriors, dagger masters, and sorcerers. Nothing we haven't faced before. That said, this is the championship and they'll be hungry to win. Don't let your guard down. Time to set the competition on fire. Literally.
Are you ready for this? It won't be easy. He's paid good money for some of the best fighters in Amalur to help him with this next. We'll be facing combatants from every discipline of battle. I'll leave it to you then.
I can't believe we made it to the final! I heard he hired the best. The champions hired the best for this title match. I've heard there were ex-warsworn among their ranks. I saw warriors, rogues, and magic users among them. Be prepared for anything. Be careful out there.
I'm exactly as old as I need to be for this. Here we are at last, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we've been waiting for. The team that wins this next match will be crowned tournament champions.
That's it. They know about your competition. That's it.
Asa Alfarin at your service. We did it, Gladiator! The Crows are tournament champions! And as leader of the Crows, you're the new Grand Champion of Valor Arena! Think quick out there, and keep moving!
I guess the Crows are tournament champions now, and as leader, that makes you the new Magnus. Arena Grand Champion, I mean. I wonder if Agni will waive my tab for this. Don't hesitate. I guess the Crows are tournament champ. I wonder. Don't hesitate out there. It'll get you killed.
We've finally done it. As the leader of the winning team in this tournament, Magnus's title goes to you. How does it feel to be Grand Champion? We've finally done it. Choose your ally wisely.
Greetings. You did it, Gladiator! The champion threw everything at you and you bore it all with a grin. At least I think that's what that was. Jokal had this great sword to give you as a final reward. He also mentioned he wanted to speak to you about managing the arena. And finally, here's the key to the champion's manor. Take a rest, sit for a spell in the den. I'm sure that when you return you'll find a new challenger waiting for you. As champion, the gambling den and the arena are yours. You should speak to Jokal. He wanted to make arrangements with you to manage all of this. Good luck in your future endeavors, champion.
Foreign at your service.
Greetings, Gladiator. Great work, Gladiator. Now that your reign as champion has begun, the House of Valor goes to you. The manor, the gambling den, the markets, all of that land is yours. I know you lead a busy life, so I'd be happy to take care of them for you, for a small fee. But don't worry, I'll just take a small slice of your profits. Come by every once in a while, and I'll hand over the money that the den and the arena generate. He's exhibited violent and erratic behavior, I know. Before your first match, his Fate Weaver told him that your team would lose. Apparently, he believed his friend and bet significantly on your loss. His desperation mounted as you continued to win, and he continued betting against you. The rest you know. Come back a little later, champion. We need more...
The new champion.
Good luck out there, champion.
Hail, Gladiator. Welcome, stranger. I'm the arena manager and announcer extraordinaire. I also spread word of the gladiators. Remember Ivan the Invincible, the dragon, or Lotus Killer? No? Well, granted it might be because they're dead. But they had a huge success at the time, and that's all thanks to me. It's tougher than it sounds. Should try shouting over the din of the crowd all day long. I adore the place. Wouldn't have worked otherwise. And where else can one find such bone-shattering entertainment, eh?
Hail, champion!
I hope you're well.
I don't believe we made it through all that. We couldn't have overcome that handicap otherwise. I'm looking to join the Warsworn as soon as possible. After what we've been through here, they'd have to throw something historic at me to show me something new. Don't worry. I won't be challenging you for that title anytime soon. I'm not sure what she's planning to do after all this. She practically lives out of the gambling den. I'm not sure she's going anywhere. He mentioned wanting to travel to Dalintarth. I think he's got family there. The tournament is over, so the Crows are no more. At least until next year, if you decide to hold another event. Farewell, champion.
Exactly as old as leader of the winning team, you're now the reigning Grand Champion of Valor. Can't say I'm unenvious of your position, but we couldn't have done it without you. After all this, I think I need some rest. My wife lives in Dalintarth, and I've been wanting to make the trip home. Maybe now's the... Thank you for all you've done, my friend. Keep your head on your shoulders. He's finally going to join the Warsworn, I think. It's about time. Sounds like he's already seen more combat here than your average Warsworn. Helga's always had aspirations to be Grand Champion. Don't think she'll challenge you, but I doubt she's leaving the arena anytime soon. You've officially succeeded Magnus as champion. How does it... And don't worry, your title is safe. From us, at least. After all you've done for us, we won't fight you in there. We're Crows no longer, champion. The tournament is over, and we were the first Crows in history to win. Farewell, champion.
Mages are dangerous, but...
Pull up a chair, gladiator.
Hail.
Still here, I see. And still faithless. I did not foresee that you would be the one to become the Crows' new leader, faithless one. But their destiny remains the same. They will not survive this tournament. He's a simple man, cares for only one thing, and pursues it with a single-minded focus that many lack. You'd be wise to exercise caution when it comes to our champion. He's a fierce competitor.
We're tournament champions now, I suppose. This is funny. I thought I'd feel more elated. I suppose I wish I got to be Grand Champion coming out of this. But we can't all be you. I'm not going anywhere. Winning the tournament wasn't enough for me. I want your title someday. He's going to follow through with his plans to join the Warsworn. He'll last all of a month. I plan on taking bets in the den. He's got a wife to look after in Dalintarth. I suppose he'll be making the trip to see her soon. Sounds like a hassle. I'm glad I don't have a wife. That's you now that we've defeated the Lords of Valor. Enjoy it while it lasts. I'm sure challengers to your title will arrive soon enough. Don't worry about us ex-Crows challenging you. We've agreed to wait until someone else takes the title from you before pursuing it. We've grown fond of you. There aren't Crows anymore. At least, not until the next tournament, if you decide. Farewell, champion. I'll see you around, champion. Farewell, champion.
Nothing like a Hail, Gladiator! Can I offer you a drink? Well, I've worked in the gambling den since its establishment. I serve the best cocktails this side of De Tyr, and all bets happen through me. Helga's my best customer. When she's not fighting in the arena, she's here drinking. They say, and this is only a rumor, mind you, that her magic is fueled by alcohol. The more she drinks, the more she inspires the local drunks to make something of themselves. We've got a lot of local drunks. You will never find another place on Amalur is infused with the spirit of competition. We make the careers of gladiators and gamblers both. And they love us for it. Hey, you're the new crow, aren't you? Sorry, but it's against house policy to allow active gladiators to bet. I'm sorry, champion, but gladiators aren't allowed to bet. Your predecessor threatened my life to allow it, and I'll not let it happen again. Good luck out there, gladiator.
Hail.
Any news from the front? Lyria, I wish I was in Cluracan. You thought the whole army was across the water? No, I'm afraid.
So many new faces in the lot.
Irani men have such rude eyes.
Good day to you.
We have a problem. Elund Karth refuses to send any troops to assist Melsen Shir. The old fool never would listen to reason. I certainly hope so. We're going to need every sword we can muster. You can find him in the upper city, staring over the strait at Melsen Shir. The fool might as well be at its funeral. They're in the city, but they can't join us unless Elund Karth grants his blessing for them to go with us. Agarth has gone to reason with him. He was a fine fighter, as I recall, but I do not know if his diplomacy is as practiced. The man is not a warrior by nature. He cannot abide another risk for this city. But he's an idiot if he thinks we will get another opportunity such as this.
Lyria, like your way?
Who can I send? I have all these notices and no courier. Fine. You look capable. Stern in the brow, proud of bearing. You are just what we need to deliver these notices. You'll do it, won't you? You've got to do better than the last fellow. There's pay. It's for the war effort. Notices of duty to denizens of Rathia selected to serve. The work can be hard, and you've got to, well, look the part. I'll give you a list of names, and you get each of them to accept their card. Easy as that. Well, what do you say? Will you do it? What I need are boots on the ground in Cluricon. I shouldn't say this, but if anyone can't or won't accept the notice, find someone else. Or make them. Whatever you need to do. Take these cards, deliver them to Runir Westnon, Maywin Wyvern Gif, Aefendel, and Varen Seawine. Almain? Odd. All can be found in Rathir, and I can be found in the officers' hall on the burn when you're finished. The names are Runir Westnon, Maywin Wyvern Gif, Aefendel, and Varen Seawine. I'm the chief of recruitment, and don't think I've got time to go around handing out notices. Those notices are only the beginning. We're in Rathir. This is the war effort. How do you think we get a steady flow of soldiers into Cluricon? You've got to be organized, and everyone's got to pitch in. You can't fight a war without soldiers. True, we contract the war-sworn and volunteers arrive daily, but it's not always enough. Citizens of Rathir are selected on... well, the process is secret. Even I don't know how. They're selected, a notice is sent, and they serve. Went and broke his little leg. Oh, Lunala's tears. Hasn't a notion of how important our work is. No sense of the bigger picture. Now, be on your way.
A prayer for our troops.
Step up. See what I have to sell. It's my brothers that ply the seas and bring me goods to trade. When I tire of Rathir, I'll wait till they return and back upon the foam. Not a bad sight from the bow of your ship, although I've never become accustomed to the strange ways of these southern Alfar. Darkulfar, whatever you like to call them, like and unlike to their sisters in the north. Loselfar, that is. The goods here you'll not find the likes of anywhere else. Not without braving the raging seas, at least.
The breeze is nice, eh? That garden in the temple spire top. It's always night. Got to see it with your own eyes.
Not a finer city in Amalur.
Strong winds lately.
All we haul ashore
Feels
must
good to
pass
have my
the
feet
chamber
on
of
land.
trade. Bribes won't do you a bit of good.
Help, please.
All we haul ashore must pass.
You? How in the... Erlek, that turncoat. I never should have trusted a liar to commit murder. That's what murderers are for. What do you want? Of course I did. I'm not the Lord of Dolve Arn. I'm not even from the Tawili coast. But what does it matter? I only did what I had to do. Don't we all? The Rathir authorities don't have to know. Keep this quiet and let me sail with this galley, and you can have the gold I received for the treasures of Kuln. I am a man of my word. Most of the time. No, you wretch! You will rue the day you betrayed Crass. Do you hear me? Come back.
Stay dry, Captain. Docked in Rathir today.
Strong winds lately.
Welch me.
Please, find Selny. Tell her we betrayed. The lower tunnels. Go. Tell Selny. No one else. Betrayed.
City Watch, be on your way.
No, I not believe it.
Above decks, below, nowhere to be seen. I swear.
Feels good to have me for granted.
No, I not believe it.
Feels good to have my feet on land.
A drink? A plate of roast?
You're from the Scholia Arcana, aren't you? Here to embarrass me? Well, I don't care. I'm glad I was dismissed. I'll drink to it, in fact. Those cowards dismissed me. Afraid of me. Afraid of how difficult it'd be to train me. One thing I've learned. The ladies here are like the spire. Breathtakingly beautiful and completely unassailable. Especially to a failure like me. What is this? Ah, it was only a matter of time before the army found me out. Just my luck. This calls for another drink. I'll have to pack my things. Ah, Alison. How do I tell my sister? Where will she live? How will she live? Army wages can pay for Alison now, but I'm leaving her. I'll send money. I hope she doesn't end up in the Wending. Let them sleep in their lofty towers. I'm headed for a real life, not sitting in front of books all day and being condescended to. Rove, another ale. Make that two.
Lad to do.
Get this. I wake up yesterday morning with the worst headache, no shirt, and a note that I'm fighting a duel. Me? Fighting a duel? Don't know how I got into it, but it's all rot unless I can find a second. Proud son of forested traders, My name is gold in every watering hole and board house in Rathir, and, well, I'm not really allowed out of Rathir. I swear I don't remember a thing. Apparently, I challenged Dalton Ames, the war hero, over the honor of my sister. I do seem to remember him and his bulky arm sitting smugly in the sea foam, taunting me. Surely you've heard of him. Back from Cluricon, and everyone's talking about his exploits on the battlefield. They used to talk about my exploits with society daughters, but... You can't fight a duel without one. Now, you might be thinking, a popular fellow like Wayland, what trouble could he have finding a second? Well, turns out my friends are all drunken cowards. Look, you seem tough enough. Be my second, and I'll make it worth your while. Thank Lupoku. There is something else I should mention. There is no way in all Amalur I'll win this fight, so I've devised a plan. Before you go to Dalton, that's my opponent, find Gelfine in the Wending and ask for some rows of shadows. She'll know what you mean. Then go to the officers' hall in the burn and, on the sly, put some on Dalton's sword point when you inspect it. After you've got the rows of shadows from Gelfine, he'll show you his dueling sword. Dab a bit of the rows of shadows on it. Then come back to me. All in good time, my friend. All in good time. The way I see it, I'm doomed to end up in Mel Senshir, and I'd rather cut the nose off my face than live a soldier's. I want some freedom, and you're going to help me, right? Now, time for my part in this business.
Seafoam Tavern. Food, drink, and beds for all. Here's how Rathir is. At first glance, you see naught but marvels. Look again, and you'll note the flaws and cracks. Take a third glance, and through those cracks, more marvels. More truth to that than you know. This is the only establishment in all Rathir that's not Alpha run. The last owner passed away 3 years back. They let me have it, seeing as I lived and worked some 20 years upon this rock.
Excuse me, coming through.
Well, hello there, stranger. Grab a mug and have a drink if you want. I don't own the place, but I know the drink is good. After all, I brought it here. I've been a wine merchant for several years, sailing up and down the coast to find the best vintages. But I don't need to do that anymore, now that I've got the chalice. The city has seen better times, and it's been frantic here ever since the war touched down in Tawili. But I love it all the same. Isn't it a grand thing? Takes whatever swill I want and turns it into the sweetest summer wine. I'll be the richest wine merchant in Rathir. I was wondering when word would get out that I had the bauble. Just recently came to it. But I'm afraid I can't give it over, stranger. It's not for sale. But I'm afraid I can't. Back again? Glad to help.
Excuse me, coming through.
Well, what'll it be? A room. We've got rooms. Don't mind a flea or two. The sheets might be fresher, but we've got rooms. As you like. It's all the same to me. A room. We've got... As you like. Aye then.
Don't miss the Seafoam Tavern.
Citizen.
Citizen.
All your papers in order, then? Well, you'll need those to move your cargo. Say, you're not a merchant, are you? Or a sailor? All trade in and out of Rathir must pass through customs. And Lyria's tears, how much trade there is. We're buried in it. There's a form for port of entry, 3 for the unloading of cargo, and 4 for loading a ship. And then the various writs of trade. Oh, so many forms. They just keep piling up. Then I get them muddled, and Augusta scolds me, and I end up at the Seafoam. Can't miss her. She's the gnome right over there, shouting and making tallies from dawn until dusk. When an island is not an island, more crates of goods, soldiers' feet, and mages' robes cross this jut of rock than any other in the Feylands. Why, the tavern around the corner. Always good cheer there, and never so many papers and crates as in the customs house. Where they come from, I don't know. But they come on boats, in all seasons, and with goods from all of Amalur. Step outside and turn northwest. Those docks are open to merchants, which means, by and large, Varani. I don't know what you're talking about. And you don't either. Coming in here and saying that out loud in front of everyone? Lyria! Depends on how loud you ask and whether there's gold crossing the counter, now doesn't it? Don't! Please! I've overheard them in the back. I've heard them go back there, to the little grill. They ask, what costs the lot by sea? And the answer is always, 5 and 9 by night.
In the back, on my right. Remember, 5 and 9 by... back...
to these papers here.
Are you a trader? A captain? What? Do you have any business at all in the customs house? I am in fact aware that I am a gnome, and that this is Rathir. Don't think every half-drowned sailor who stumbled in here hasn't made that joke. If you must know, Odessa and I do not suit each other, and I'm very good at counting. Counting is the key thing in a customs house. I was born and raised there. My father was something of a scandalous wretch. Everything there is extremely large, though we as a people are small. You're standing in it, or hadn't you noticed? And I can't imagine why you are if you haven't any cargo going in or out of Rathir. Have you any notion the sum total of crates that enter and exit Rathir's port on a given day? I do. I know the profit and cost to the city, the average writs of trade per season, the escrow on accounts held. This is what I know of Rathir. No need to shout. It's not that I didn't hear it, it's that I don't know the name. This Hast isn't a shipper, buyer, chandler, or clerk. Ask Oneth at the desk if you must. The tally was this figure, and this figure. What do you think you're doing
This is the customs house.
What cost a lot by sea? I thought the meddler was taken care of along with the gnome. Go on. Hast will want to hear this. You gave the password. Go on. You gave the password. Go on.
very heroic, my fine little war swan. You have tracked and fought your way to my very door, but the vault has been emptied and Lord Beeson has flown to Eamon's Isle. You don't even know, do you? Your own history. Well, let it stay buried. Under Lord Beeson, the Farlangi shall bring a beauty, terrible and sublime, into the world. Now!
Warsworn? Beeson. The Beeson. If it's true he's gone to Eamon's Isle, we must follow immediately. I know a ship's captain here in the city. Hopefully Captain Gonform isn't already hired. Take this, a token from Delfric himself. We should send word of our discoveries to him immediately. As soon as a ship can be chartered, yes. Search for Captain Gonform on the docks. If he has a ship free, I believe he will take us. Some say he is a match for Calidus and that he sits on the Orbicant. Either way, he's a mage of considerable power. If he's behind all of this, then I fear this is only the beginning. It was built in the time of the First Sworn. No Niskaric artifacts are stored there, but if the accounts are true, much of our early wisdom was kept in the Stronghold's chapel. The founders of our order long ago. They amassed great knowledge about fighting Niskaru, nearly all lost and forgotten.
I wish my searchers turned up half as much as yours. These mages call themselves Farlongi, but no one has ever heard of them. Half of those I spoke to hadn't heard of what happened at Brigand Hall, and they, if anyone, should have. They're supposed to watch for such things. Beeson has cloaked his actions well. I have wondered about them since we last spoke. They take the name from the legendary mage Farlong, but I do not know why. Any time she was not on duty, she spent among our histories and our ancient sites. I learned from her what the Warsworn were, and the things we lost. But she never found the secret she was looking for. You, bring word to ancient Delphric. Now, let's